Hi there, we are Compilo and this video is regarding the interview questions that are being asked for Power BI. Another common question that is being asked by the interviewers is what are the limitations of Power BI? See, when we Google such kind of questions, we can see a lot of blogs where people put their own experiences. I have documented couple of limitations for you, which are I would say kind of unique. First is limited zoom. Okay, let me check this. Okay, so you can see a Gauss chart here, and if I try to zoom it, this is the maximum size that I can achieve, I think. Okay, yeah, this is the maximum size. Okay, now if I select it, if I try to increase the size, I cannot, right? See here. So yeah, there is another option. I have focus mode. Okay, so if I do the focus mode, I can increase the size, but there is no full screen. This may not be that useful thing, but still it's a non-available functionality in Power BI. All right, and next is missing diverging colored palettes. Okay, check this. I have this visualization and I check this data colors. Okay, and if I click this, you can see there are I'm sorry, what just happened? All right, so you can see a lot of diverging colors available over here. Like this is the darkest, this is the lightest, but still the number is kind of limited, right? If I click this custom, I can select any visual and I have a very handy option of hex code. But all I have to do is like I have to Google these hex codes, which are whichever values I have to use here for any kind of visualization. But there is no specific diverging palette available in Power BI. So that is something I would say a kind of limitation, right? All right. What is the next? Limited number of lines when using enter data. Check this. Let me turn this on. Now, if I select the enter data option over here, let it load. Okay, you can, like you all know that we can add different columns and different rows or whatever, but I think a few of you must be aware that like we can directly copy the table from here, and then we can paste it in Power BI, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am copying the data, and let's see what basically happens. I have just copied how many rows? 3009 rows, right? See the error message. Please split your data into multiple tables with less than 3000 cells. You can combine them into a single table within the Power Query editor, right? So they cannot load more than 3000 rows, right? So this is kind of a limitation in my understanding, right? Next question is what is the difference between Power BI and Excel? See, Excel is something with which Power BI has been developed. I mean, like Excel is pre version of Power BI, and in other terms, we can say that Power BI is the advanced version of Excel, right? So I have documented couple of differences. Data sources, yeah, there is what should I say? There is a limitation in Excel that like we do not have enough support for multiple data sources and all, but in Power BI it is very easy, like we can handle data from cloud sources and SQL and flat files and many other, right? Similarly, another difference is cloud server. We have cloud server of Power BI service where we publish our report, we handle our scheduled refreshes, we share our data, our reports to different users. So, but Excel doesn't have that functionality. Next is like kind of very easy. Here, like in Power BI, we have DAX functions, and in Excel we use MDX. Okay. Next is how to add an index column in Power BI. For answering this, I will have to navigate to Power Query, right? If I want to add an index column over here, so what I have to do is I have to check this portion, add column, and there is an index column option. Now from where you have to start the index, like 0, 1, or any other custom number. Let's check if I can start from 0. Yeah, I can do, right? There is an index column available now. Now if I want to edit it, so you can just click on this and let it load. Yeah, here. So starting index is 0 and increment is 1. Suppose I want to increment with 2. Let's see what happens. Right, 0 2 4 4, right? So it incremented values by adding 2, right? Okay, next is what are the limitations of direct query. Okay, direct query is another import method, or getting a method with which we basically get the data in Power BI desktop, right? So what I have done is I have added couple of lines for you. In direct query we do not have data pane. To understand it, what we can do is we can just check this Power BI report, and you can see that there is only model pane and report pane. There is no data pane. And to see the difference, let me check this. I have a data pane here where I have used Excel for getting the data, right? So this is one of the limitation. Next limitation is limitations in time intelligence. See, time intelligence is basically based on what should I say, calendar auto, and calendar auto, and many other such functions like previous month, and many such DAX functions are available over here, right? So we can basically utilize those things using time intelligence, and which is kind of will be limited in direct query. Also, when we talk about direct query, so basically what happens is, we basically get the data, we basically get the schema of data. We do not get the cache of the data that is basically available in import option, right? So this is another limitation, I would say. Okay, let me check next question. How to extract first name from full name using Power BI. Okay, so this is basically one of the practical oriented question, I must say. And to understand it, let me navigate to Power Query, and I have this column and I want to extract the first name from here. So what all I have to do is we have this option under add column, we have extract option. We can select text before delimiter over here, right? And what will be our delimiter? Like there is a space I can see, right? So that will be our delimiter. We can just give a space over here. We also have a couple of advanced options, but that is not required as of now. So once we click on that, and we can easily compare. We have Simon from Simon Walsh, Jasmine from Jasmine Miller, Liam from Liam Brown, and many other names, right? So this is quite easy. Next question is, what is difference between average versus average X? See, those guys who are already working in Power BI are must be aware of the fact that whenever we see a X in any DAX function, that means it includes the expressions. So here I have average X. So what basically it does is like it requires table and expression. Okay, so here we are giving the name of table, and we are adding two columns, and then we are taking the average of that. So average is basically taking the average of one column, and when we add some expression in that, so then we have to use average X. So that is one question. Next question is, what is the difference between active and inactive relationships? Okay, to understand it, let me close this. All right. Here you can see there is just direct line between two tables, and that is the active relationship. Okay. Here we have many to one or one to many relationship. The arrow is from this side. Okay. But here there is a dotted line based on region and region name. So this is the dotted line shows the inactive relationship, and the active relationship can be the analogy can be used as the primary key, right? And inactive relationships are unique key related, right? uh, when I say what is the difference, so basically the filtering options that basically are available in active relationship that are unavailable in inactive relationships. Next question is, what is difference between max A, max, and max with a X? So to understand it, let's check this blog by Microsoft. So we have let's see the definition of max. What basically max a does is, max a function takes an argument as a column and looks for the largest value among the following type of values. That means if we have two type of data like number and dates, so then max a is required. Max basically does is it gives the maximum value from any column. But when we have two different types of data, then we have to use max a. Then what is max x? So as we discussed with average related DAX, it includes the expression, and that can be shown here. Like it is adding some values from two different columns and then taking the maximum of that. So that is what the difference is. Okay, did you use custom visuals? See, uh, let me check this. All right. Here we have limited number of visuals available, right? So there are situations when we have to use charts like Gantt chart and box and whisker plot and many other charts, right? So these are not directly available. So for that we obviously have to navigate to custom visual portal of Power BI, and we have to download them. So if you guys have used custom visuals in your Power BI reports, so obviously you can answer this question positively by giving a couple of examples that yeah, you have used, and what are the challenges that you have faced, and what are the specific charts that you have used, like sunburst chart, uh, Gantt chart, or like many other charts, right? So these were quite a few interview questions, and I hope you liked them. So thank you so much for watching.